close. Jordan Mailata, the Eagles' 7th-round pick on his first day, and defensive end Josh Sweat, the Eagles' 4th-round pick. Martin Frank, the News Journal Philadelphia, the Eagles already appeared to have plenty of depth at running back. So when they added free agent Matt Jones last week and signed undrafted free agent Josh Adams from Notre Dame the week before, it seemed rather strange considering that 5 running backs on the roster last season are returning this season. Eagles coach Doug Peterson said the moves will enable Jay Ajayi, expected to be the lead back, and veteran Darren Sproles, recovering from a torn ACL, to take their time getting ready for the season. What Peterson didn't say is that the moves could in fact put holdovers like Wendell Smallwood, the Eagles' 5th-round pick in 2016, and Donald Pumphrey, the 4th-round pick last season, on notice. That determination, of course, is a long way off. As Peterson put it, obviously, we're not playing a game right now. The Eagles are holding a 3-day rookie minicamp this weekend. Adams, who's recovering from a foot injury, didn't participate. He said he hopes to be ready for the start of spring organized team activities the week of May 21st. Obviously, Sproles' situation right now, it just gives a step there, Peterson said. Jay's a guy that going forward, I want to make sure he's 100% and he's ready for the regular season. It's a virtual lock that 3 of the spots at running back will be taken by Ajayi, Sproles and Corey Clement, the undrafted free agent last season who had 100 receiving yards in the Super Bowl. The Eagles linebacker Jordan Hicks on waving the green flag to start the race, and NASCAR driver Kevin Harvick on winning it. Martin Frank, the News Journal, that would leave Jones and Adams to compete for potentially one roster spot with Smallwood, the Wilmington native, and Pumphrey, who spent last season on injured reserve after having a poor training camp. Adams, who's 6'2", 213 pounds, rushed for 1,430 yards last season at Notre Dame. Peterson was asked if he sees a little Clement in Adams. Clement was undrafted last season after rushing for 1,375 yards in his final season at Wisconsin. I do, he said. This kid, tremendous athlete. He's big, a powerful guy. He's limited a little bit right now injury-wise. I'm excited for this kid. Great opportunity for him to be around the type of backs that we have, the leadership with Duce. Then we get him going in training camp. The Eagles are doing a similar thing at wide receiver, bringing in veterans Mike Wallace, ostensibly to replace Torrey Smith, who was traded, and Marcus Wheaton to a unit that returned 5 players from last season. But Alshon Jeffrey is recovering from off-season shoulder surgery. In addition, the Eagles had a shortened off-season after winning the Super Bowl. Just like Ajayi and the other veterans, the Eagles want depth to get their players ready for the season. It's a little different at quarterback as Carson Wentz is rehabbing from a torn ACL. The Eagles signed former Wesley College quarterback Joe Callahan last week, 2 days after he was released by the Green Bay Packers. Autoplay show thumbnails show captions. Last slide. Next slide. Peterson said Wentz isn't cleared to participate in spring organized team activities, which begin the week of May 21st. I'm very highly encouraged by where he's at right now, Peterson said. He's making progress each day and we just continue that process. He continues to throw and get stronger. Peterson said Callahan will have a big role during the OTAs and possibly into training camp. Nick Foles, the MVP of the Super Bowl, and Nate Sudfeld are the other quarterbacks on the roster, with Carson's absence, and him not being able to do much in the spring, just giving Callahan time, giving him reps, getting him caught up, Peterson said. I'm encouraged by him, too. It's a very similar offense he's coming from, just picking up the terminology and just giving us another arm as we go through OTAs and possibly training camp. Photo, The Associated Press. Adams said he is grateful for the chance, but he also knows the situation. I think there's competition on the team in general, not just in the running back room, he said. But obviously, we have great running backs. I'm going to do the best I can to learn and try to better my game and contribute to the team. It's a great thing when you have competition, and it's a great thing when you can compete with guys at the top of their game. Adams grew up near Philadelphia, so he knows all about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl and Clement's contribution as an undrafted free agent who made the team and became a key contributor. Clement said often last spring and summer that he had a lot to prove because he wasn't drafted. Adams said he feels the same way. You can't control that, he said about the draft. I'm here now and I have another opportunity to put those kind of numbers up. Jones could get that chance, too. He rushed for 490 and 466 yards in his first 2 seasons with Washington in 2015 and 2016, respectively. He spent last season with the Colts and only had 5 carries for 14 yards in 5 games. Peterson mentioned him as a possible sidekick to Ajayi, much the same way LeGarrette Blount was to Ajayi in the playoffs. I don't want to compare LeGarrette and Jay, but that type of dynamic, with Jones' experience and what he brings to us, Peterson said. Soon enough, the competition will begin. Contact Martin Frank at mfrank@delawareonline.com. Follow on Twitter at mfrankful. More SPORTSNASCAR has an image problem, so Dover turns to Eagles for support. LeBron can only help Sixers if Embiid, Simmons help themselves.